We're ready to put a bow on this gift, and I'm going to use pink number 9 and pink number 3. I cut this down when it got smaller. They all come this size in 100 yards. And I might use a little bit of this hunter green. And of course I have wire and wire cutters and scissors to cut the ribbon. So I'm going to start with the wide, the number 9, and the pink. Now, years ago before I learned how to do this, I was twisting the ribbon on the underside of the box, and that's wrong. It needs to be flat on the underside of the box. So what I'm going to do is start with about 8 inches on the top, and I'm going to want to put my bow in the middle. So I'm going to wrap this ribbon around, and when it gets to the top, and you'll notice I pulled out a length already, okay, of the pink. I'm going to twist it on the top. You know, did you see how I did that? I brought them up and I twisted them like this. And then I'm going to bring the ribbon around the underside so I get a nice flat bottom here. I don't have the twist on the bottom of the box. Then I bring this up, and now, very carefully, I could use a third hand. I bring this last piece up here, and I fold it under, and then I'm going to tie it so that it looks like this. Now, I'm not going to use these wide ties to tie the ribbon on. I'm going to use the number 3, and I could either use the pink or I can use the green. And I think the green just looks so pretty because it almost looks like a leaf. Normally I would just use the same color, because in this particular box I'm just going to do a simple bow. What I might call the beginner's bow as you're looking through the videos. But I need this number 3 ribbon to tie the big bow on. So this might be about, it's longer than a foot, maybe 1.5 feet. You're going to end up trimming it later, but you need the number 3 to tie the bow on. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my number 9, and I like to start with, this is my ribbon, or my wire, and I like to use a 1/2 piece of wire. And go with what other wire thickness you want from the bow lessons, whatever you're comfortable with. So for this one, the box is a pretty good size, so I'm probably going to do somewhere between 16 and 20 loops. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that's enough. Cut off the end, take a wire, slip it through my fingers, put the wire through all the twists, and this is where all of your good practice on your satin ribbon comes in handy. Twist it around a few times on the underside, take your wire cutters, snip off the ends, and find that center again. And set it right in the middle of your tying ribbon and tie it on. Now, I want to show you something just a little nicer, because now I would normally fluff the bow and trim off the ends and I'd be done. But I did bring a couple other things with me that I wanted to show you. One is some tulle, and the other is some little silk flowers. Let's get rid of our ribbon. So in the tulle, I had it stored in a container, and it got kind of smushed, so I'm going to cut some off first. You can buy tulle or you can buy net. Check your supply list. Tulle is spelled T-U-L-L-E. This is white, and it comes in a few inches in width. So I'm just going to cut off a little tiny bit. And I hope this shows up on the video. It's hard to see white on white. I probably cut off about 10 inches. And the other thing I'm going to do is fold it this way. So I have a fold and I have the cut edges over here. And fold it this way once, because I want to cut it once here to get a nice little point. So I cut that there, and when I open it this way and this way, it's got two V's. Then what I'm going to do is squish it in the middle, and then put it right on top of the tying ribbon, and I'm going to tie it on. If it's a little too long, that's okay. You can always trim it. And then the last thing I want to do, before or after I fluff the bow, you kind of have to decide. What you can do is buy some of these flowers on sale and use your wire cutters to cut them off, and then you can put a little bit on. You can actually tie it on, and it'd be a cute little addition. Or maybe you do it instead of the tulle. So, yeah, I'm going to do it before I... And you just have to play with it and hold it up to the box and decide how long it should be. You can always cut off more. So I'll cut it here. Now I've got a little bit. Most of these have wires inside, so you can bend them. And I'm going to put it on top of the tying ribbon. If it sticks up too much, just pull it down. Okay. And now you're ready to fluff. I can tell I'm already going to cut off this in a minute. So you're ready to fluff your bow, separating the loops, turning them any which way to get it to look more round. And then you're ready to trim some of this other stuff off. Alright, so obviously this is too long. You can either cut them in points, or you can just do one cut like that. This one is a little too long, so I'm going to cut it on an angle. And of course, these are too long, these green. You can play with these, get them to go this way. Just give them a good yank. And then this one could go, let's see, I want to go this way with that one. And now I'm looking at this going, yeah, you know, this piece of tulle is a little, maybe I'll pull it on that side. Yeah, maybe not. So I'm going to pull it through and get one side where I want it, and then I'm going to take this one and cut it down a bit. And then my flower stem is sticking out. Oh, I have one more green to cut. My flower stem is sticking out here, so I'm just going to take the wire cutters and cut them. And now I can finish fluffing the bow. But it turned out to be this lovely package. Oh, more bow fluffing. It just turned out to be this lovely package. Wouldn't one of your friends or family members love to receive a gift that looks like this? They're going to say it. It's so pretty. I don't want to even open it for at least a little while.